No one cares about what happened to us. The sub-Saharan slave trade, right? That's how we became Muslims. The transatlantic slave trade, that's how we became Christians. We were oppressed on both sides of the continent and adopted to religion.
That's right.
That's the truth. So the sub-Saharan slave trade, we got shipped off to India, Iraq, Iran, all these other places. Even the story where IUIC, the black samurai, right? How do you think he got there? He was pushed through slavery. And then we adopted our oppressor's religion, the Muslim faith. Because now, you need to ask a real Muslim, the so-called Arab. They'll tell you, a black Muslim and their Muslim not the same. You know what I'm saying? So the transatlantic slave trade, when we came here, we adopted Christianity. We adopted Catholicism. The word Catholic is nowhere in the Bible. So why are we doing it?
If they mind ain't on repent, they screaming peace when they ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. Coming with a vengeance.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
So, read it again.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
So the Bible is telling you, they that be rich fall into a snare. The Bible is telling you, money is a trap. It is a snare to your soul. Why? Because you feel like the curses don't apply to you. You see everything else that's happening to everybody else, you feel like it doesn't matter to you because it's not happening directly to you. But read.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
And that's it. You fall into many foolish and hurtful lusts. What's a hurtful lust? Hold that, give me 1 Timothy 4:1. I'm going to show you a hurtful lust. Christianity has become a religion that ensnares your soul. You going there for one thing, leaving worse than you went in.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits.
And that's what happened, mama. People are falling victim to Christianity because it is a seducing spirit. It's with a, what's up, bro? What's your question?
Does it matter if Jesus is white or black?
Does it matter if Jesus is white or black? So, I'm gonna say this. Does this matter right here? If this happened to your people or not, that matter? It do. All right. So, does this image right here matter? Who's this? That's Jesus? Watch this. Give me Revelations 1 and 14. Matter of fact, 1 and 3. So you said that's Jesus. And this is all pertaining to your question, but I'm getting you to think. I want you to think about this, okay?
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
So the Bible says, blessed is he that readeth. Has everyone showed you in the Bible that Jesus was white? No. They just told you he was white, and they just showed you an image, right? So the Bible says, blessed is he that readeth. Jump to 14.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So now, this is the revealing of Jesus Christ. How do we know that? Read 1 and 1, chapter 1, verse 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the word revelation just means reveal. So the revealing of Jesus Christ, you understand? Now read verse 14.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
So pay attention, bro. The Bible says his head and his hairs were white like wool. Does this man have this? Does he have white hair? No? Okay. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So it says white like wool, as white as snow. So it gave you a color and a texture. He don't have woolly hair and his hair ain't white. Now it says his eyes. Now pay attention. What color is his eyes right here? Blue. He got blue eyes, right? All right, pay attention. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Read the eyes part again.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
What color is fire? Red. Red. Okay, so he got red eyes? All right, red.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
He said his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass?
The book of Daniel, chapter 10 and verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
So a certain man is Christ, is Jesus Christ, you understand?
Whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl. And
it says his body, meaning his body also, meaning his clothes, was like a beryl. Beryl means greens, all right?
Wow.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
Meaning he had a strong look. He had an intimidating look. Does this man look intimidating to you? Hell nah.
Right.
He like he get his ass buzzed by preschoolers. That's not intimidating.
Right.
Read.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
It says eyes as lamps of fire, mean red, right? So we read that previously in Revelations, right?
And his arms and his feet like in color to
like into what?
like in color to polished
It
brass.
said his arms and his feet like into color of polished brass, which you said brass is brown. Now, does this man have is this man brown?
No.
So does he have white hair?
No.
Does he have red eyes?
No.
Is he brown? Is he black?
Yeah.
This.
Oh, no.
All right. So now, I'm asking you a question. This man right here, does he fit that description? Does he have white? He got nappy hair. He got red eyes. He got skin. He got brown skin. So now, I'm gonna ask you that question. Does it matter? Does the color of Jesus matter?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's black.
There you go.
Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33.
Bring it up.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
And that's what happened, bro. Evil communication corrupt good manner. So now, being pushed this doctrine, this understanding, that communication destroyed us as a people. So now that's why we have YNs, we have single parent households. You have both parents in your house?
Not in my house, no.
Me, I have it. Why? Because that came that doctrine, bro. It destroyed the household. It destroyed blacks and Hispanics. Understand? So, does color matter? Does Christ's color matter now?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it will affect the entire generation. It has to matter. Because if you don't pay attention, you don't read the fine print, man, you'll fall for everything, bro. Like Bishop Yawasab said, the devil's in the devil's in the detail.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make sense? What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yeah, man, how you doing?
All right. What you got? You got a question, bro?
We was just talking about
Stay right there. Don't get this shit.
we was just talking about like race and stuff like that. You know, they was asking me if I was Hispanic. I told them no, I'm actually Creole. And was just explaining to them like a lot of people don't really understand where my people come from, but it's actually a whole bunch of like it's like African American. I think we got like Indian.
All right. So watch this. Give me numbers 1 and 18. So in Louisiana, especially in southern Louisiana, it's 5 of the biggest tribes is active out here.
Right.
So you have out this side, little brother. So you got Judah, right? So-called American blacks. Then you will have Benjamin, West Indians. You have Jamaicans. You go to some places and like, man, you sound Jamaican. Nah, that's just how we just sound out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you will have Levi, so-called Haitians. Then you will have Gad, and then what's so-called American Indians, and then you have Reuben, Seminole Indians. So you will have 5 tribes mixed up amongst each other. So you'll say, oh, I'm Creole. Understand, Creole is the language that Haitians speak.
That's right.
So in Louisiana, you'll be a black, so-called black man from a Judite, I'm using a biblical word, a Judite, but you speak Creole language.
Right.
But you're a so-called black man, but you speak Creole language. But you grew up keeping Gadite customs or Indian customs. You ride horses.
Yeah.
You trail rides.
Yeah.
You do all these things. It's confusing the faces. See, but all this thing is us searching for identity.
Right.
Because we don't know who we are as a people in Louisiana. We don't know who we are. So we're searching for identity. So we call ourselves Creole. Creole is only a language.
That's right.
But watch this. Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So your lineage is declared by the house of your fathers. What is your father?
What you mean?
What's your dad's nationality?
We're African American.
African American, right? You're black,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
See, but what happens is your father be black, but then your mom will be light skinned. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she light skinned, her dad might be white, or her mom might be white, or whatever it may be. But you are what your father is.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 7 and verse 61.
Bring it out.
And these were they which went up also from Timelah and Taharashah,
That's it.
Cherub, Adon, and Immer. But they could not show their father's house,
See, they couldn't show their father's house. Why?
nor their seed, whether they were of Israel.
And that's happened, bro. They couldn't prove that they were Israel because of what? Slavery. They just left out of captivity. Because of slavery here in America, a lot of us can't prove who our great-great-great-grandfather was.
Yeah. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, because we're searching for identity, we say things like, oh, I'm Creole.
Yeah. So I kind of started learning that, and you actually, like, I did tell him we're Creole, but you're exactly right. It's not a race. It's really like you said, it's a language. Mm-hmm. And my grandfather and grandmother spoke it. You know, but as far as like Ancestry and trying to find out, it's
hard.
It is, because we've tried, man. You know, we've done the saliva, spit in the bowel, send it off, but it's just
So watch this. I'm glad you brought that up. You know what's funny? A guy swabbed his iguana. It really happened. A guy swabbed his iguana, sent it into Ancestry.com, right? Came back, he was like 18th Nigerian. It was a damn iguana. But I have a question for you, and you yourself, bro. Whose DNA are they comparing yours to? How the hell do they know who you come from?
Yeah.
Who DNA are they comparing yours to?
That's right. That's right.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, man.
So don't fall for that.
yeah. Well, that's why we stopped. That's because
think about this. King Solomon, right? The son of King David, he had many concubines. He had hundreds, if not thousands, of children. Some of us are descendants of that. Mm-hmm. A lot of us are. Who's to say that you ain't one of them sons?
That's right. That's true.
See, the thing is, your spirit has to bear witness. Now, give me that spirit bear witness.
The book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
So the Bible says your spirit is going to bear witness to our spirit that we are the children of God.
That's right.
That we are the Israelites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how do we know that we're the Israelites? It's very simple. Deuteronomy 28:68. Let me show you. Because if something happened, was written, and then it happens, it becomes a what? If something's written down and it happens, it becomes a, who knows? If something's written aforetime and then happens later on, it's a prophecy. Let's watch this.
The book book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now this time it's talking about Moses, right? And the children of Israel. So did Israel ever go into Egypt by way of slave ships, In Bible history, did the Israelites ever go into Egypt by the way of ships?
I don't know the Bible like I should know.
That's okay, I'll help you. The answer is no.
No, yeah.
Why would they need a damn ship to go to Egypt? When they walked out of it?
Teacher.
Why would they need a ship?
They don't.
They don't need it. They don't need it. But remember, pay attention. Watch this. Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning we will never see a race of people go into slavery by the millions like we did.
Right.
People say, oh, the Holocaust. Oh, hey, you know what? It's terrible. But that ain't shit compared to what happened to us, bro.
That's
it really ain't.
Right.
I'm not up here slandering, talking about Amalek, so-called Jewish people. I'm not slandering them. It's the damn truth. That's right. No one cares about what happened to us. The sub-Saharan slave trade, right? That's how we became Muslims. The transatlantic slave trade, that's how we became Christians.
Right.
We were oppressed on both sides of the continent and adopted to religion.
That's right.
That's the truth.
That's right.
So the sub-Saharan slave trade, we got shipped off to India, Iraq, Iran, all these other places. Even the story where IUIC, the black samurai, right? How do you think he got there?
Right.
He was pushed through slavery.
Right.
And then we adopted our oppressor's religion.
Right.
The Muslim faith. Because now, even if you ask a real Muslim, a so-called Arab, they'll tell you, a black Muslim and their Muslim not the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the transatlantic slave trade, when we came here, we adopted Christianity. We adopted Catholicism. Right. The word Catholic is nowhere in the Bible.
Right.
So why are we doing it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why are we doing it? We do a lot of things that the Bible tells us don't do, but we do it anyway. Do you know why? Because pastors don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Teach.
They give you a feel-good ass message, they hype you up, and then they slide their collection plate.
Yeah. Teach about.
There are some pastors that will not allow people to be buried in the graveyard because they don't pay tithes. But damn, I thought you was a man of God. What happened? Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
The Bible says there, here in America, you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right.
What pivotal point in history we were sold, sir? It don't matter if you light skin or dark skin. Your ass was sold just like him. That's right. What pivotal point in history we were sold together? Slavery. Did that not happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. This right here is a real picture. It's a real picture. That's right. With Peter. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Teach up. The Muslim faith, right here, Arab, thank you, Arab, white man, African. We were sold, real Africans, Nilotic people, we were sold by Africans. That's why those in Africa know we're not the same. Now, there's a big remnant of Israel that's still there. Because Isaiah 11:11 tells us that Israel is going to be scattered abroad, right? So, but the real Africans, they sold us. That's how they know we're not the same people.
Right.
That's why they don't like us.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
For slave man,
and bondwomen.
slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
No man shall redeem or save us. What's your name, bro?
Jordan.
You got a biblical name, Jordan? Jordan?
Yeah.
So, Jordan, no one came and saved us.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
The Bible said a nation that cannot save us. For our vain help. Oh, say 10 Hail Marys. Hail Mary? What? Mary can't save you?
Right.
Why are you praying to Mary in the first damn place?
Right.
I thought Jesus Christ died for our sins.
That's right.
Pastors don't know. These Catholic priests priests, Christianity pastors don't know what the hell they're talking about. It is a feel-good message, my brother.
Get out.
Please don't take my riled up voice for anger. It is passion, because what happens is we fall victim to this stuff.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.